Welcome, and it's a beautiful day here at Cincinnati. A little chilly, but it's good football weather. And I'm Troy Parker alongside Michael Thompson. The Elder Panthers taking on the Bishop Chatard Trojans here in a JV matchup. The freshman Panthers played them on Thursday, beat them, and then 14 to nothing in that game. And then varsity last night traveled out to Indy to play Bishop Chatard. They won 28 to 7, which making varsity's 9 and 0 on the season. And now JV plays them. So to see how this goes. Going for a sweep, as I like to say.
Yeah, really all three levels of football this year have been phenomenal. A sweep would be awesome, but as you guys can tell, we have a strong football program here at Elder.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this game plays out. Panthers JV team has been really good so far this year. They've had a good shining spots. Did lose their quarterback Drew Ruth. We've been talking about this a couple weeks now. Cam Kelly now the quarterback in for the freshman or sorry, the JV football team. That's kind of an interesting storyline all season since he got hurt.
Cam Kelly is a great athlete, great person. I played football with him in grade school, and he played quarterback a little. So this wouldn't be his first time, especially stepping up to varsity, playing a position he hasn't played on the high school level yet. But I see him doing more better than he needs to. He's for sure able to fill that spot when he needs to.
Yeah, it hasn't really been much of a problem for this offense to get clicking with him and at a quarterback, rather than their usual Drew Ruth who's usually in there. But yeah, they've been doing good so far, um, doing that. And this is their second to last game. They traveled to Mason in their last final game of the year. Freshman was also supposed to travel out there for a doubleheader, but that game, for whatever reason, got canceled. But JV's still on to play at Mason, so that should be a fun season ender for this JV team. Um, yeah, as the captains meet in the middle to get ready to get going here in this JV matchup. So the Panthers defer. They will get the ball to start the second half. They'll start the game on defense. No kickoffs at this level, I believe. Um, so they'll just start at the 35-yard line, get going to see this Bishop Chatard offense for the first time this season.
Yes, Trojans will be heading towards the school. Trojans seemed very hyped up this morning. Panthers, they got some hype, but not
Oh,
screaming and all that like Trojans. I wonder if that's going to be a factor today.
Panthers are all business today.
Yes.
They got some pink accessories on. I was told earlier today that they would have those on. It's cool to see.
Always love seeing that during October football. Coach Kandra leading out the starting defense. Currently huddled at the 40-yard line, walking out right now.
Yeah, just waiting to get going. A couple varsity football players still here from film. I'm guessing earlier on, so they're supporting this JV team on the sideline.
hmm Trojans they have a bigger fan base than I would expect traveling up here from Indianapolis.
It's taking a while to get going here.
It
This is
is.
unusual.
Seems as if Trojans are having a couple problems on their offensive side.
Still waiting to get the play. They get the signal, go to the huddle, and get going. Appears as number 18, Micah Busmante, and a quarterback. He'll hand this one off.
Hand it off to Owen Cox.
So, excuse me, Max Lockhart, number 19, appears to be the quarterback. Didn't see that one there. So only a couple yards in the first carry of the game. Definitely would expect to run the Saturday morning football. Just get your legs under you. This one handoff again, slips and get caught in the backfield. It's a loss.
What a play by Olders front seven.
Yeah, they just took advantage of him slipping on the morning dew here at the pit and
Yes.
just seized it and took him down for a TFL.
Something I love about this defense is that everyone rallies to the ball. So no, there's rarely any solo tackles. It's always a group tackle, and that's what you love to see.
3rd and 8 now.
QB dropping back.
Throws, fires, got a man, and over the head. He had him open though on the one-on-one ball on the left side, but just a bit too much power on it. The punt unit will come out. The Trojans go 3 and out. Yeah, the right idea. He had him open. He beat the man beat the corner on that route. He just couldn't get the throw pinpoint in his basket, and that leads to a 3 and out for the Trojans.
We have Sam Parton back at the 25 returning the ball.
Punt up. And a decent punt. Gonna end over end. Takes a big bounce.
Bounces to about the 24. 23 now.
So it's a decent punt for this level especially. So that pins the Panthers back farther than they would have been if they started on offense and get them at the 23 for a first down. We'll see Cam Kelly in this Panther offense for the first time today.
Panthers offense running out on the 23. On their own 23, excuse me. Cam Kelly is QB, Anthony Mulvaney in the backfield.
He'll hand it off to Mulvaney, goes up the middle, makes a cut, gets a nice gain. Being about halfway there, maybe about 4 yards on that carry.
But that's what you like to do as an offense. You know, first play out there, you want to establish and run.
Yeah, we've seen that so far in all levels this season, just to get a first down, nice run to cut this second down in half, basically, and you're not kind of behind the 8 ball. You don't want to take a sack, you don't want to fumble it or anything like that. Just keep it simple.
Yes.
Cam Kelly now in an empty backfield. Takes the snap, keeping himself, tries to run through a man, but he's taken down.
That is something as Cam Kelly, he was JV's linebacker before he had to switch over to QB, and he's always had that in him. He just likes running through people, and you could tell by that run right there, he was not afraid of that contact.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he's kind of a linebacker at heart. He likes to put his head down and run. Now 3rd and 5 here on their own 28. At threat of a 3 and out. Kelly again an empty backfield. Man in motion. Kelly rolls out. Looking. Fires. Caught. First down.
Cam Anderson with the catch. What a way to get open.
Yeah, you just let that play develop and got him out on the sideline. Cam Anderson, the junior, playing down for JV. We've seen him get involved a lot in JV so far this season. He's been a big wide receiver target this year so far for them.
I mean, that size on him, it's too hard to guard him.
Kelly hands it off. Mulvaney. Mulvaney gets a nice gain of about 7.
Fighting for a couple extra yards after the play. Love to see that. Panthers offensive line doing a good job. they're making the holes that they need to for Anthony Mulvaney.
Yeah, that was an 8-yard gain for Mulvaney. Made 2nd and 2. 5 yards away from crossing the 50. I'll hand it off to Mulvaney. Mulvaney cuts back inside. He can use his legs a lot to change direction, juke a couple guys out, and he uses his legs there to get a first down.
I mean, his change of direction, especially in the backfield like that, it's tremendous. And it helped him there getting a first down.
Break the huddle. Kelly in an empty backfield again. Seen this formation plenty of times today.
Anthony Mulvaney lined up in a hot position.
Kelly drops back in the pocket, throws it to Anderson once again. Anderson gets a gain of about 5 or 6 on the play on first down.
Cam Kelly, even as his first game as a QB, you can tell he has trust in his receivers. Running a good route, getting open like that. He has trust in that, especially a route like that, comeback. Something you can't really. You gotta trust your receiver.
So after that run from Anderson, be 2nd and 4. Kelly hands it off to Mulvaney. Mulvaney got a hole. Can he go all the way? Tries a stiff arm. He's taken down at the 10-yard line. A big run for Anthony Mulvaney.
I mean, here at the 40, he just dodged at least 2 people. That change of direction, man, it's unbelievable. And it just helped him get a giant gain for the Panthers.
Yeah, Mulvaney just kind of found a hole late in the play, and just as soon as I saw that, I knew it was going to be a big play. Let's take another look.
And like we were saying about Cam Kelly just likes putting his head down, and you can tell the same by Anthony Mulvaney.
Yeah, that's the catch from Cam Anderson. They kind of set up that ability to run on the next play as they hand this off to Mulvaney. And Mulvaney will get a couple yards.
71 for Trojans looking for a foul.
Not quite in goal range, but very close. They mark him down to the 7-yard line.
Sanfilacci coming in. So is Ben Schwartz. Ben Schwartz, Sanfilacci lined up on.
Kelly will hand it off again to Mulvaney. And now it's kind of getting to the time to start passing in the red zone at this point.
Yes.
As 2 straight runs have only gotten a couple yards. That brings him down to the 5-yard line, only a 2-yard run on second down. So that leaves 3rd and 4. You gotta expect Mulvaney to get tired as well with how many rushes he's already run in this game, and I can expect a lot more later on.
Especially with him not being afraid of contact too. He's bound to get a little roughed up. Panthers making no subs. Let's see what they do here.
Kelly with an empty backfield. 4 receivers off to the left, including Mulvaney. Kelly will keep it himself. No hole opened up.
Panthers.
They push him forward. Did they get it?
I mean, what a great push by that offensive line. That hustle.
It looks like they're going to mark him short. 4th down and very short.
Panthers subbing in number 46, Jacob Shoemaker.
Yeah, I can definitely expect to run in this situation, especially how well they've been running the ball. They line up in the shotgun, Mulvaney in the backfield. Anderson in motion. Kelly will keep it himself. Did he get it? And it doesn't look like they did.
54, Ashton Ermhine with the tackle for the Trojans. I mean, that was a good job getting past offensive line, making a big play when you need to. See how the Trojans deal with this, being backed up on their own goal line.
Yes, you kind of look at it in a bad way that he didn't get the touchdown, but now you had an opportunity to get him for a safety. We obviously saw on the first drive that they went 3 and out. Their offense couldn't really get much going. So you got to try to take advantage when you kind of make mistakes like that.
Trojans hard counting right now.
Lockhart hands it off. They will get out of their own end zone and get out of trouble.
Stereo Sahira with a run right there for a nice, decent gain. Is currently 2nd and 7 now.
So they kind of get out of that trouble of danger of a safety as they take the snap, hands it off once again, takes a big hit. They'll blow him
Braden
dead.
Tepe putting his head down, running through them. I mean, what a play.
So for forward progress, they will not be a safety. They kind of took him in the end zone after the initial tackle. They'll mark him down at the 5-yard line. 3rd down and 7 for this Trojan offense. Let's see what they can figure out. They had a good, nice play call on the last 3rd down, but just couldn't connect. Let's see what they do.
Man in motion for the Trojans. Tepe blitzing, getting pressure.
He's got to get it out at some point. Makes the throw and off the hands. Salvaged that kind of play, but Tepe, as you mentioned, was in the backfield as soon as that play happened.
Wasn't even just him. They had 3 people back there pressuring the QB, and that's, let alone without pressure in the backfield, that's a tough throw to the sideline. When you got 3 people in your face, I mean, very few guys can make that throw. And the wide receiver just can't come down with it.
So it's once again a second 3-and-out, and the punter placed at the back of the end zone.
Sam Parton at the 35, getting ready for a return.
Punter takes the snap, will get it away, but it's not very far. It'll stop at the 30-yard line.
A little bit of an elder bounce there, too.
So you couldn't ask for a better field position if you're an Elder Panther right now. They're started at the 30-yard line of the Trojans.
I just want to take a look at this Panthers defense. I mean, yeah, it's only been 2 drives, but they've shown no weaknesses. They're showing that they're here to hit.
Yeah, it's been a great start for this Panther defense. They've kind of been getting themselves off the field and get that electric offense back on.
Yes.
The offense had a good drive aside from the goal line stand from the Trojans, which is a really, really good goal line stand. They ran the ball almost every play on that last series. So we'll have to see what they do. Kelly in the backfield with Mulvaney once again.
Patrick Spinney line up as fullback.
They'll hand it off to Mulvaney. And he's tripped down.
Patrick Spinney is the lead blocker there. He got a good block there, but Mulvaney got tackled by the cornerback.
So after the 2-yard gain from Mulvaney, we 2nd and 8 on the 28-yard line.
Semfalaci and Cam Anderson wideouts.
Kelly hand it off to Mulvaney once again. This time we get a gain of about 4, but still not much. That leads to 3rd down.
Mulvaney's running through that contact though. Linebackers got a hold of him at around 27, I want to say, and he fights for extra 5 yards on that, and that's what you love to see.
Yeah, so now again into a 3rd down situation, 3rd and 4. Kelly in the backfield, Mulvaney once again, 3 wide receivers, top of your screen. Kelly rolls out to the top side, throws a nice throw to Anderson, makes a cut back inside, gets a 1st down and plenty more.
I mean, what a great route by Cam Anderson ran there. I mean, found the open space and got it.
Yeah, we see Kelly like to use his legs, scramble out there and look for a man open. That kind of breaks down your progression for the defense. They kind of expect you to run so much that it kind of messes up what they plan for that play. And we see that there after the Cam Anderson catches. That's the end of the first quarter. As the clock winds down, we'll go ahead and take a break here on EH Sports. Don't go anywhere. Second quarter coming up. Welcome you back here for the second quarter. Still scoreless after one, but the Panthers knocking on the door on the Trojan 13 for first and 10.
Great field position for the Panthers here. Let's see how the Trojans defense tries to defend this. Man in motion for the Panthers. Cam Kelly hands it off. Jacob Beer. Will he get it? He gets it. Jacob Beer, number 11. What a play showing off that speed.
What a job from Jake Beer to just keep it in play. He was running across the sideline for most of that play, and he keeps it in, gets into the end zone. The Panthers strike on the first play coming out of the end of the first quarter.
Beautiful play call by the Panthers offense. Aiden Brogan going out there for the kick. Cam Kelly holding.
They get set. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. And the Panthers lead now 7-0.
What a drive there by the Panthers. You know, moved the chains and ended up with a beautiful play call to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, you get out of that third down situation, about 3rd and 4, with that Cam Anderson catch, and that leads to that next play resulting in a touchdown. So if you don't get that first down before the end of the first, that could definitely change the outcome of that drive.
And it really sucks for the defense, not having any, big plays, just back to back to back Panthers running it down your throat. Sucks. See how the Trojans do coming out here on offense.
Yeah, that's always been the Panthers' just forte. They've always loved to play hard-mouth football and just run the ball down your throat until you can stop it. And
Yes.
Trojans have not been able to stop it. First and 10 now. Take the snap, hands it off, and get a decent gain. I almost got caught in the backfield, but he makes something out of nothing. Gets a gain about 4.
Sam Ward with the tackle there. See Trojans lining up, set.
He'll roll out to his right, fires, and caught before he goes out of the sideline. That's a nice throw.
Drew Emerson almost got a hold of that ball. But, great ball thrown right above the defender's head.
Yeah, Max Lockhart's been having struggles getting some offensive plays going, but that's the Trojans' first down of the evening. Comes in the second quarter. That run gets a gain of 2. Be 2nd and 8.
Patrick Spinney with the tackle there.
Play action. Fakes his throw. Wide open. He's got a man. He's taken down at the 11-yard line, but what a fake throw.
Sam Part with the blitz there, right in the QB's face, and we get told it all the time as defensive players. Never want to jump, and sadly, Sam Part made that mistake and paid for it. Giant gain for the Trojans there.
It was kind of an audible gasp up here in the press box after he held onto that ball somehow. And what a play for number 19, Max
See
Lockhart.
if Oder's defense can bounce back here.
And they do nicely on the first play.
The Teddy Heights with that tackle in the backfield.
So they get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. It was number 84, Max Camille, on that big play. You see him in motion right there on your screen. Take the snap, play action, goes deep, and over the head. He was looking for his man, Camille, again in the back of the end zone of the quarter out.
That is tough throw as a QB, though, thrown at the corner of the end zone, especially on this level.
Yeah, you got to try to anticipate someone that's running away from you. It's hard to do at any level. They're hoping this drive does not stall. 3rd down and 10. The slant, short of the end zone, but it gets them most of the way there. They're stopped at the 2-yard line, be 4th and down. So, Michael, if you're the Trojans' head coaching staff right now, do you go for it at this point?
I would, especially after that big play. You got that, motivation for the offense. Like, you're not scared. So, I mean, for me, I would go for it. Let's see what the Trojans do here.
Looks like they are. Take the snap, hands it off, and he's stuffed. The Panthers defense holds strong, and they get a goal line stand. The Panther offense marches back onto the field at the 2-yard line.
I mean, ginormous play there. As a defense and you let up a big play like that, it sucks, And they come back out there and get a goal line stop like that, fires you up.
Yeah, that's a huge play for the momentum in this game. 7:31 left in the second quarter. The Panthers still have plenty of time to get a score before halftime, and they get the ball at the end of halftime. So this is a good opportunity to try to pull away from the Trojans in the situation.
Panthers coming in a very similar situation the Trojans were in earlier, stuck back at a goal line and a risk of a safety. See how the Panthers deal with this.
Play action from Kelly. They get out of their own end zone. He stays on his feet. Jake Beer. Nice gain, about 15.
What a way to go through contact.
Yeah, we thought he was down after a gain of about 5, but he stretches it to a gain of about 12 or 13. They get up to all the way up to the 18-yard line.
Gets Panthers in a pretty comfortable field position here now. Not scared by that safety. Got a little bit of open field now.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising, as we've seen Mulvaney get so much action in this game that they didn't hand it off to him in that situation, because now you're at risk for a sack as Kelly will hand it off to Mulvaney once again. Mulvaney's got some room down the sideline. A big gain and pushed out at about the 42-yard line is where they'll mark him at. 2 explosive plays from this Panther offense.
I think it really comes, coaches are running a great offense here, but like we just saw, Anthony Mulvaney, Jacob Beard, Cam Kelly, so much talent for this Panthers offense, and they use it so good.
Yeah, so 2 plays gets them all the way from the 2-yard line to the 42-yard line. It's been a great drive so far. They got to continue it now.
Jacob Shoemaker subbed in as fullback.
1st and 10. 2 men in motion. They get lined up, hands it off to Mulvaney. Mulvaney to the outside, staying on his feet through contact, gets a 1st down and a little more.
You can just tell by the way he runs. He's not scared of contact, and he's gonna do everything he can to fight for that couple extra yards. And that's what you love to see in an offense like this.
He's like one of those running backs that you kind of see that like they run like they're mad at the ground. They just
Yes.
have such heavy steps. They're cutting inside and out. They just they're explosive at their legs and
He runs like he has a chip in his shoulder. For what? No idea, but he runs like he wants to prove something.
Mulvaney, the sophomore, definitely got bright futures for him if he keeps this up. They'll hand it off to Mulvaney once again. Mulvaney, nobody can take him down, dragging him by the jersey. He won't go down. Nice gain of about 15, and the Panther offense just moving. They cannot be stopped at the moment.
You know, this must be awesome film for the offense, especially the offensive line. You know, you're getting a lot of good pushes here on the run game, and it's showing. Mulvaney's be able to get good gains behind him.
Again, they give it to Mulvaney. This time, not much of it. This is where, in this situation, I would start throwing the ball a little bit more. Just kind of not have the tendencies of just running the ball most of the time. You gotta switch it up, and I think that worked very well in the first 2 plays of the drive.
Yeah.
They didn't kind of expect a pass in that situation, especially at the goal line when the run game has been working so well. I think that's kind of how they got to the situation, and now you don't want to kind of back down to a run-only offense. Still got 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. You want to chew clock, but you still want to make it unpredictable as Kelly lines up an empty backfield, rolls out, almost taken down. They'll ditch it off to Mulvaney. Mulvaney goes nowhere.
Number 38, Colby Rickard with the tackle for the Trojans.
Yeah, and Kelly was rolling out, but the O-line couldn't really hold off one guy on the D-line, and he almost got the sack as he was rolling out, so they had to kind of dish it out quickly, and they'll get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 8 on their own 30 on the Trojan 32.
Kim Kelly, empty backfield. Excuse me.
Timeout. Panthers didn't like what they saw, and coaching staff will discuss as we take a break here on AH Sports. 4:14 left to go in quarter number 2. Panthers will break the huddle with 3rd and 8. Big down here. You got to at least get close because this is a little too far for your kicker, Brogan. Mulvaney in motion. Kelly will keep it himself. Got a hole with the middle. Tries to run through a man. He gets a first down and a little more. And that's where you see that linebacker instinct kick back in. He just runs over and puts his head down, and no matter what, if I get hit hard, I get hit hard, but I'm getting this first down.
And you want to give props to the offensive line there. I mean, opened up a giant gap for Kim Kelly to run through.
Kelly and Mulvaney in the backfield. 81, Sam Fallis on the right side. Keeping himself over to Beer and off the hands, incomplete.
Trojans subbing in number 97, Eddie Chase.
Second and 10 after that incompletion intended for Jake Beer. On the Trojans 17. Kelly takes the snap, hands it out to Mullivany to the left side, tries to cut back inside, and he's stopped. A first down, flag on the play. Comes in late.
Flags in the backfield. Let's see who this will be on.
I think I saw the motion to be holding on the Panthers. Yeah, that was a kind of thrown late. They must have seen that hold later on in the development of the play, and that'll push him back. You got a big run from Mullivany, got a first down, but now it's going to make it way back.
See how the Panthers deal with this adversity here.
Second and 20 coming up now. You got to expect a pass, and I think the Trojans are in this situation as well. Kelly rolls out to his left. Throws it up to Beer. Makes a grab. Did he bring it in? They say he does. What a catch.
What a play by number 11, Jacob Beer there.
He grabbed it at his fingertips, got the foot in, and it's called complete. What a play. Let's take another look. Great elusiveness from Cam Kelly. Grabs it, brings it down, and just incredible.
So many factors going into that too, you know. One hand above your head, you have someone hitting you at the same time, falling at the ground. For all that to be happening and Jacob Beer still keeping his feet in, getting control of that ball, phenomenal.
So that still leaves him short of the first down, but it's very close. 3rd and 3 on the Trojan 10-yard line.
Jacob Beer and Sam Falaci,
Kelly
wideouts.
hands it off to Mullivany. Mullivany not getting much of anywhere. Do they give him the first? And it looks like they do. So they got what they needed to get for that 3rd down. Be 1st and 7, but technically 1st and goal. They've killed a lot of time off the clock. They started this drive with about 7 minutes. Play action. Short throw, kind of a weird one, but it goes to Jacob Beer. It's complete, and they're very close to the end zone.
Jacob Beer still ending up to make that catch.
They are on the 3-yard line, 2nd down. I would expect to hand off to Mullivany. Let's see what they do. Mullivany is in the backfield. Mullivany will take the run and into the end zone. The Panthers strike once again, 13-0 over the Bishop Chatard Trojans.
See a replay of that here. I mean, that hole that the offensive line created, you can run a 18-wheeler through that. I mean, what a job by the offensive line, and they've been doing good all game.
Yeah, that's kind of been the part of Mullivany's success so far today, as Aiden Brogan will get set up for the kick.
Panthers shoot a lot of time off the clock with that drive too. You know, having ball control in a football game is a very big factor.
Kick from Brogan is good. And the Panthers now lead 14-0 over the Bishop Chatard Trojans here in this JV matchup. The Panthers do get the ball to start the second half, so they can get a stop here. They can try to pull away with the first drive of the second half.
See how the Trojans try to reply to this.
So Trojans don't have that much of a time factor. They have all 3 timeouts. So we'll see what they can do on this drive. Rolls out, and we'll just throw it away.
Trojans in a little bit of a spread offense here.
Yeah, not much going on in that play. Just rolling out, nobody got open. He's got to throw it away into the Panthers sideline.
Brain Tepe very close to getting more pressure on the QB there. Running back and pass protection was able to get a little bit of a chip on him.
Throws. Great defense. Number 20, Braden Ackerman. He's been a great DB so far this season. He breaks that pass up, but a flag on the field.
Braden Ackman's been phenomenal all season with a lot of interceptions, a lot of breakups, and everyone, you look at him, you don't see him as that good of a player. He is a little bit on the smaller side, but man, he has done so much with this Panthers defense. As Panthers get a flag here.
Doesn't push him up a decent bit. Now they're at the 50-yard line, so 15-yard penalty.
50 yards to go, minute and 43 on the clock.
Drops back in the pocket, scrambling, and we'll just keep it, get a couple yards, take the gain.
I mean, this Panthers front seven, they're getting pressure on him every play. Especially as a sophomore QB, it's tough to deal with that, getting surrounded.
And intercepted, Braden Ackerman. As we were just saying, Michael, you kind of called it. He's had a great year, lots of interceptions, and he gets one here tonight. What a play.
I mean, that is just, I'm speechless right now. Braden Ackman one-handed pulled that in. What a play.
And he didn't even come down with both hands on the ball. He just came down with one, held it in his hand, went down. There's a flag on the play, and it's on the Trojans. The penalty is declined, and the Panthers get the ball back. Braden Ackerman gives the Panthers ball back.
Braden Ackman's definition of a ball hawk. Always find a way to end up with an interception every game. But this puts the Panthers in a great position, getting ball back at half. If they're able to chew a minute and 25 off the clock here, maybe end up with a field goal, that will be spectacular. But even if they chew it to halftime and get the ball back, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, they got 2 timeouts left, so it's not unspeakable to get that ball back down. At least get some sort of points. Maybe rely on Aiden Brogan to get you 3. We'll see what they can do.
Kem Kelly in an empty backfield.
Kelly takes a snap, drops back, throws to Mulavani. Mulavani, if he cut outside there, he might have had a little bit more room, but he cuts in and only gets a couple gain of about 4.
He was looking for somewhere to go, and sadly he didn't see the outside. And he tried fighting through the contact with a DB and a linebacker, but they stopped him in his tracks.
Kelly and Mulavani have been kind of connecting, even when it's an empty backfield. He's been finding him on the wide receiver front a lot as well. Kelly rolls out, fires to Beer. Beer will get a first. He kind of fought through some contact to get there, as Panthers offense moving quickly as the time becomes more of a factor.
As I said earlier, this is Kem Kelly's first game, and you could already tell he has chemistry with his teammates. Anthony Mulvaney, you can tell he puts a lot of trust in him. Same with Jacob Beer. Kem Kelly lining up in an empty backfield again. Gets the ball. Looking. Running. Kem Kelly scrambling. Fighting through contact.
Cam Kelly making something that looked like just a gain of about 5, but he makes it all the way across the 50, just fighting through contact. As we said, a linebacker at heart. He likes to take contact, likes to run the ball. 20 seconds now. Panthers with all 2 timeouts. They're running hurry-up offense. Kelly in the empty backfield. Flag thrown, false start on the Panthers.
That's awesome for the Trojans, after a big play, running hurry up. Now you're able to take a little breather, take a step back. Try to fix your mistakes that's going here. Let's see how Panthers react to this.
So yeah, Panthers not calling their timeouts. You can kind of see that You can kind of see that they're not trying to score at this point. Timeout for the Panthers.
I mean, big play after big play for this Panthers team. Yeah, that's what kills you as as an opponent. If you can't stop the big plays, nothing much you can do.
It's been a long huddle here for the Panthers. They'll finally break. Let's see what they do on this 1st and 15, but only 11 seconds left to go.
Offense coordinator, is Peyton Ramsey. Let's see what he's trying to cook up here.
Kelly drops back, gets a lot of pressure, takes it to Beer. Beer up the middle, taken down with 6 seconds left to go. And a timeout called.
Little screen pass there.
Yes, I gotta imagine that they're gonna try to hug this one up and get into the end zone. You only got 5 seconds. It's a long timeout, long in the huddle, so I'm guessing they're not just gonna kneel it. So let's see what they do.
You know, they got big receivers too. Cam Anderson, 6'4". Jacob Beer, he's able to get open whenever he needs to.
Kelly rolls out. It will go deep and incomplete over the head. So with that incompletion, that'll end the first half. It's a good first half for the Panthers. Braden Ackerman with the interception, getting the ball back with 1:25 on that last drive. Unable to get points off of it, but they get the ball out of the Trojan hands. And the Panthers lead 14-0 through half one. I'm Troy Parker alongside Michael Thompson. We'll be back for the second half in about 10 minutes. Welcome back into the pit, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers and Trojans. Panthers up 14-0 after the first half. They get the ball. Start the second half. We get back underway. Cam Kelly starts in an empty backfield. Kelly will run up the middle. Find a hole. Got some space. Cam Kelly staying on his feet. It's a gain across the 40-yard line. What a gain.
I mean, big play after big play. Panthers' offense have been cooking this game.
Yeah, that's just an explosive play on the first play of the second half for Cam Kelly. You want to see that from your quarterback after the 10-minute halftime. As Kelly handed off to Mulvaney on play 2. Mulvaney wrapped up. Gain of about 3. $8:50 now left to go in the third. Kelly hands it off to Mulvaney. Mulvaney up the middle, makes a cut. Gets a first down and more. Mulvaney still on his feet. Mulvaney inside the 10-yard line.
I mean, it's all he does is fight through contact. I mean, got an extra 15 yards there with 3 people on his back. It's unbelievable.
As the student section likes to say, he's a workhorse.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that. He's just trying to get dragged down by 3 people, and looked like he lost the football. It appears that the Panthers got it back. I did not see that from over here. That is my apologies.
Me neither.
Kelly wants to keep it himself on the QB power. Cuts back inside. Gets a nice gain on first down.
4 to go for the Panthers. Panthers subbing in number 80, Cam Anderson.
Anderson, as we mentioned, playing down from varsity. He is a junior. And Jake Beer's in at quarterback. Beer will take it himself. Wildcat. And the Panthers strike Jake Beer in at quarterback for the Wildcat formation. And the Panthers strike 20-0 the score on only a 3-minute drive, basically, for that play.
I mean, let's look at the replay here. What a weird play call. You have Jacob Beer, number 11, getting the ball, and Cam Kelly lead blocking from their QB.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that kind of changing it up. Jake Beer's got a lot of speed behind him. He's great wide receiver, so he just transitions as the kick. Kind of a low snap, but Kelly catches it, and the kick from Brogan is good. So the Panthers lead now 21-0. A very short drive to get the points after. And as I was mentioning before the end of the second quarter, this is what they want.
Yeah.
They want to make sure the Trojans don't score before the end of the half. They get the ball back. Now they lead by 3 scores. No onside kicks, no kicks available to them at the end of the game. So you got to try to knock away at this lead right now. You got to have a quick drive. You got to get in the end zone.
I mean, the Panthers have put themselves in a great position here, and you don't really see this defense making a bunch of mistakes. So let's see how the Trojans try to bounce back. Trojans running back getting talked to by the ref.
Lockhart hands it off. Gain of about 2 or 3. So they will officially say a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 on the 38-yard line. throw it up. He threw that ball really hard and just over the head, through the hands, and it'll be 3rd and 7 now. You can see on the sideline Molavini and Cam Kelly together have a lot of chemistry between those two. They've been finding each other all game as the Trojans in the backfield stopped and thrown down. Sam Parton on the sack.
I mean, unbelievable play. I was going to say, if they get a stop here on 3rd down, that'll be nice, shoot the clock into the 4th down. But, that giant sack put him in great field position. As we look at the replay here, Sam goes unblocked.
Yeah, the Panthers D-line has had a couple pressures, but they haven't been able to go to that next level and get a couple sacks, and that's their first of the game. And instead of making a dilemma of going for it on 4th down, it's 4th and 20, no chance to go for it. They'll punt it. This is a nice punt, and Parton back on the return. Parton stiff arms a man and taken down across the 50-yard line. That's a big man to be tackling. So once again, the Panthers will start with good field position. 6:16 left to go in this 3rd quarter. They'll mark them out at the 50-yard line. I hand it off to Molavini. Molavini finds a hole, stays on his feet. Looks like he'll be 1 yard shy of the first.
This Panthers offense has shown no weaknesses so far, and I would hate to be that Trojans defense because, you try to find the bad run game or bad pass game, but Panthers have been doing good in everything so far.
$5:35 left to go. Kelly will hand it off to Molavini once again. Molavini with the first down and plenty more. They get it inside the 45-yard line. Sorry, the 35-yard line.
5 minutes, 20 seconds to go, 3rd quarter.
Yeah, in this 3rd quarter, they've had the ball for most of this quarter. Had it for the first 3 minutes and then a 3-and-out forced.
They've had a lot of ball control this game.
Man in motion. Kelly fakes the handoff. Kind of a jet sweep play to Jake Beer. And he'll get a couple yards. Knocking about half of the 10 needed. So yeah, gain of 4 on that play. Be 2nd and 6 on the Trojan 28. Clock continues to roll. Nice little screen play to Jake Beer. Jake Beer will get a first down at the 20-yard line.
Jake Beer lowering his shoulder, fighting for that first down.
Kelly hands it off to Molavini once again. And they'll get about a game of 6 on first down.
They're just moving the chains at this point. Trojans defense are having a lot of difficulty trying to stop this run. And the Panthers are taking advantage of that, just giving the ball to Anthony Molavini over and over and over again.
And they've been able to switch it up as well. We saw the jet sweep from Jake Beer earlier on, just to still be able to keep the clock rolling, but kind of switch it up, try to get some yards. You still want to score.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal. Kelly hands it off to Molavani again. Molavani with the first down.
I mean, Panthers O-line are making enormous holes for Anthony to run through. Timeout by Trojans.
Yeah,
2:47 to go in the third.
I like that timeout call from the Trojans just to get this. You can see this game kind of slipping out of your hands. You got to try to stop it, and you got to tell your team to try to punch that ball out, strip it out of Molavani's hands. It's going to be tough, but it's really your only option. Obviously, they're not throwing the ball a ton. They've had the one throw, I believe, on this drive. Yeah, it's not been a throw heavy game in general. All game so far.
It really seems like the Panthers have control over every aspect of this game so far.
So after that timeout, Trojans only now with 2 for the second half. 2:47 left to go in quarter number 3. Kelly in an empty backfield. Kelly keeps it himself. And he's taken down hard at the legs. That looked like an awkward hit.
A little slow to get up, Kem Kelly.
He's tough. He's getting back up. We'll get back in the huddle. But it did look kind of awkward how he took that hit on his legs, so hopefully he's all good. Molavani will be subbed back in.
Panthers will be getting up to the line with 2:10 to go.
Looks like another Wildcat formation. Jake Beer in, taking the snap. Beer will move to the left. Looks for the end zone. Get a nice gain. They'll mark him down at about the 1-yard line.
Again, with that play, Cam Kelly lead blocking. He put his head down and absolutely pancaked the Trojan defender. And that's something I can't wrap my head around. You already injured your first QB. Now you have a backup who used to be your linebacker. They're taking a risk here, but,
1:25 left to go in the third quarter. Kelly back in the quarterback. Kelly hands it back off to Molavani. Molavani to the left. Tries to cut back inside, and a touchdown, Panthers. And you can see the box for the defensive side. They knew they were running that ball. They had about 8 people in the box stacked there, and you just can't stop it. That's how good this offensive line is.
Let's look at the replay here. The Panthers, they lined up, and they basically were saying, hey, we're going to run the ball, and we know that you know it. Try to stop us. And the Panthers knew that. They weren't.
Yeah, I wish I had a little tablet that could draw a box around everybody who was there, but it was just pretty much everybody except for the corners guarding the wide receivers. And you still couldn't stop it. That's how good this offensive line has been, how good Molavani has been just fighting through contact as the point after is good. No, actually, no good, sorry. Well, right for Aiden Brogan, with his first miss of the evening. The Trojans back in offense, 114. Hands it off, up the middle. He finds a hole. He's got a big gain, and he's taken down inside the 40-yard line. Number 47, Jacob Milner. Yeah, if the Panther defense, you can't let this game just fall out of your hands because you have a big lead. You gotta play hard still as they hand this one off again to Milner. And this time he'll get about a gain of 3.
55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Let's see the Trojans will try to punch this one in before fourth. Trojans 3 out. Hard to count.
And they'll run this one to Milner again. Big hit from Brader Ackerman. Stops him in his tracks. It'll be third down. I wouldn't be surprised if they take this one to the fourth quarter. Just let this clock run out. We'll see what they do, though. Looks like they're marching their offensive linemen to get back down. They're going to try to get one more play off before the end of the third. And he'll keep it himself. And we'll get a first down and more.
A lot of patience by Max Lockhart in the backfield there, you know. He took his time, not running full speed, trying to find a hole, trying to get as much as he could.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter as the Panthers and Trojans. Panthers up 27-0. We'll be back for quarter number 4. Welcome back in for the start of the fourth quarter. One final 10-minute corner for a possible Trojan comeback. The fire up the seam. Oh, and a big hit. Flag called. And he laid the boom. Number 21, Dwayne Gray. His helmet popped off just up the seam. And I'm guessing the flag's going to be before that hit. And the call illegal helmet contact will be a 15-yard penalty for a personal foul. So after that personal foul, they'll get that at the 12-yard line. First and 10. Drops back. Oh, look for the slant. Had it in his hands. Couldn't bring it down with him.
Good throw there. Just went out of his hands.
Second and 10 now. Low snap. Rolls out to his right. Got a man behind him. He's got to outrun him. Throws. Out of play. Flag thrown. And another, looks like it's going to be another personal foul. It was a hit on the quarterback, Max Lockhart. And the referee pointing at his, head. I think it's going to be helmet contact again. So be roughing the passer and an automatic first down, half a distance to the goal. He'll roll out to his right once again. Fires, caught in the end zone, number 84. Max Camille. He had a big play earlier on in this game, and this time he finds his way to the end zone after 2 personal fouls. His undisciplined football from the Panthers leads to a touchdown for the Trojans. They'll line up for the field goal. The kick is good. Yeah, a crazy drive for the Trojans. One big hit for number 21, Dwayne Gray, at the goal line on a little post route up the seam. That was a personal foul, legal contact with the helmet. And then a roughing the passer call gets them half a distance to the goal, and they bang one in to number 84, Max Camille.
Panther fans did not like that roughing the passer call.
So yeah, looking back at that drive, that drive kind of surfaced because of those penalties. And they had him in a good spot. Not much going on for their drives, but they're able to capitalize off the undisciplined football of the Panthers on that drive, and now they got to bounce back. Mulvaney on the run, pushing his O-line forward with him, and we'll get a gain of about 8.
As I noticed, there's a lot of sportsmanship during this game. You see older players helping out the Trojans, Trojans helping out Panthers. Everyone's, telling each other good job, and, it's what you love to see.
Mulvaney in the backfield once again. 9 minutes left to go in quarter number 4. Hand it off to Mulvaney. Mulvaney up the middle, gets a first down and more.
I mean, that Panthers offensive line are just pushing him 5 yards back. Anthony Mulvaney better give him a big thank you after this.
The clock will continue to wind. It's kind of the main goal of this drive, is to kill clock.
8:30 left to go as the Panthers line up.
On the 50-yard line. Kelly quickly throws to Beer. Beer will get a gain of 8. 2 yards shy of the first down.
Number 81, Sanfilacci, subbing in for Jacob. Sanfilacci wide out bottom of your screen.
I'll hand it off to Mulvaney again. He'll head Falacci's way. And we'll get a first down and plenty more, a gain of about 10. They're stopped at the 33-yard line.
Looks like the Panthers are subbing in big guy for fullback, number 90, Gavin Sabula.
Hand off to Mulvaney. Didn't get too great a blocking. He's stopped after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Panthers' goal of this drive is to chew the clock, and man, they've been doing an awesome job with it. Chewed about 4 minutes off already.
Yeah,
Excuse me, 3 minutes.
they even threw to Jake Beer on a pass, and they had to make sure that they were going to catch it and keep the clock rolling, and they did. And they got a couple yards on that one. As Mulvaney in the backfield once again, 3 off receivers off to the left, hands it off to Mulvaney. Mulvaney will be just shy of the first down, very close, third down.
Gavin Tabula subbing in again.
And Kelly, only man in the backfield. He'll keep it himself, and will be rolled short of the first down, but it'll be 4th and inches.
If I were the Panthers, I'd go for it, and it seems like they are.
Yeah, I definitely would. And Sabula will be subbed out. Mulvaney sub back in.
As everyone here can probably already tell, this ball is only good to Anthony Mulvaney.
And Mulvaney will get the ball indeed. He'll get a first down and plenty more inside the 15-yard line. So now under 5 minutes. Panthers have killed a lot of clock on this drive. They've done a great job of keeping the ball in their hands. Mulvaney been playing great all game. Defense been locking down, except for that last drive, which the Trojans scored on. Still the score 27-7.
We have
Sam Parton in at running back.
Sam Parton is the outside linebacker. That was a weird play call, putting Sam Parton in.
Yeah, Sam Parton was the one who had the only sack for the Panthers in this game, and now he's in at running back. I think he's going to stay in there unless I missed the sub. No, he's still in the huddle. And as I say that, he will be subbed out.
Parker Downey.
Yeah, Parker Downey coming in. It's kind of your opportunity to get some other people some touches as Kelly will line up in an empty backfield. Kelly looks to throw, but he'll fake it and wrapped up at the legs. And now this kind of drive coming to a halt inside the 15.
Declan McAllister with the tackle there.
So 3rd and 16 now. I think he still run this ball to kill some more clock off and possibly just kick a field goal. We saw him warming up at halftime. I think he was kicking around from this area. So let's see if they will do that. Parton back in.
Nothing much Trojans can do here if they get the ball back with 3 minutes to go.
They'll hand this off to Parton once again. He'll quickly be taken down. Gain of 1, maybe. Yep, 4th and 15. Let's see. I don't think they're bringing the field goal unit out. I think they're going to keep the Panther offense out. Do you believe that Aiden Brogan can make this kick from this range?
Aiden Brogan's very, very talented kicker, but it's at this level, JV level, this is kind of a gray area. Can't punt it here, but you don't. It's not a guarantee your kicker will make this. So I mean, Panthers is stuck in a weird situation here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a kick in the situation. We did see him kind of warming up as the Panthers take a timeout, see what they would do. But yeah, I don't. It's still close. It's as you said, it's a gray area.
Panthers will be going for a field goal as we heard it from up here.
we'll go ahead and see what they will do. They'll finally break the huddle. Yep, Aiden Brogan out there for the field goal unit.
He will be kicking from the left hash. This will be a 30-yard field goal.
It's really a 37. You got to back up 7 yards for the kick. Brogan's kick has the leg and the accuracy. It's good.
What a kick by Eden Brogan. You know, bringing Panthers up to 30 in the fourth.
It's also just a good thing for Brogan to know that he can make those kicks. He had plenty of room to spare. That's a good kick from Aiden Brogan.
If he keeps on making kicks like that, you could easily see him as varsity's kicker.
Especially as we've seen some struggles in the kicking room for varsity this year. Adam Ray on PAT's been struggling a little bit. Homan got in a couple of games ago. He missed one and made one. As the quarterback rolls out, avoiding a hit over the head and caught.
Number 92, Mason Turner, got some pressure on the QB there, but QB still ended up making the pass. Wide receiver going out of bounds, stopping the clock at 2 minutes and 8 seconds on the opposing 43-yard line.
Whistles blown, flag, false start on the Trojans. So yeah, not much of a chance for the Trojans to come back from this, especially with no kicks in this level. If you were at varsity, you have to score like right now, onside kick it, and then get it again somehow. So even at a varsity level, this game's over. But especially at this level, with no onside kicks, nothing much you can do with this amount of time. They do continue to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Especially this being the Trojans' last game, to have it be a blowout loss like this is a little upsetting for the Trojans. Panthers continue to be on that winning streak.
And that one over the head, incomplete, intended for number 18, Micah Bustamante. Yeah, as we saw in the Panthers' last game for JV, they won 41-24. That game ended up being a lot closer than it really seemed, but still putting up 41 points at a JV level is great. That shows that your offense has been really good so far this season overall. And that ball's stripped. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Number 59, Alex Gamble. You can tell the Panthers are hyped. Gamble has got the fumble. I mean, everyone's electric right now.
And don't forget the strip, number 51. We don't have his number on our roster, most likely a varsity call down, but Alex Gamble with the recovery.
Panthers crowd, everyone's going crazy. Alex Gamble's that teammate that, might not provide much on the field, but man, he is a great teammate. Always be there. Panthers are happy to see him get that fumble. As he walks to the sideline, getting congratulated by everyone.
Yeah, that's great to see. It's an elder family for every sport, and especially football. As we saw earlier, varsity football players sticking around for JV's warm-ups and first start of the first quarter, even after film. It's just a great atmosphere. It's a great mentality around every sport, every level. Everybody's got each other's back. It's a brotherhood, as I like to say. Here in this game, minute 30 left to go. Clock continues to run. With that Panthers sack fumble, puts this game on ice.
Sam Parton going back in.
High snap. Hands it off to Parton. Parton staying up, fighting through contact, but he only get about 1 yard. So the Panthers with this victory improved to 6-2. Coming off a win against Lakota West 41-24, and now they head to their final game of the year at Mason High School at 5 o'clock start time. That should be an interesting that one on Thursday, October 23rd.
Number 26, Tyrone getting the ball.
Yeah,
Seems as if they're trying to get everyone to get touches, as the Panthers and Trojans will be lining up at the 50, congratulating each other.
Yeah, that's a big win. That's a nice win for the team. Your defense played great all game. The offense could not be stopped in the running game. Michael, if I was having to give a player of the game, it would definitely be Anthony Molavani, and especially the offensive line. They kind of helped him guide. They guided him through this game, so the entire game so far. Don't know his official stats, but he definitely had over 100 yards. He had a great
It was a
game.
very well-rounded game for the Panthers. They had barely any mistakes. Offense, defense, every position group did their job, and it shows with a 30-7 victory. When everyone does their job, it shows.
Yeah, that's a great victory. Dominant victory, as I would say. It's pretty much it here for the Panthers. They improved to 6-2. Next game at Mason Thursday, October 23rd, 5 o'clock start time. I've been Troy Parker alongside Michael Thompson. Have a good night, Panthers, and don't forget, varsity soccer has their senior night 6 o'clock kickoff time tonight.